Street, Councilmember, Atlanta City Council.
Hang on 1 second. All right. Okay.
I want to thank you all for being here today. It is important that we spotlight the legislation that actually will happen on Monday's full council. I will be sounding in legislation to pretty much follow up on the investigation that I've asked for from MARTA. The investigation would be a full comprehensive investigation about our protocols and safety measures for all of our transit stations and systems here in the city of Atlanta. I am the vice chair of the Transportation Committee for the past 8 years, and I asked MARTA back in July when this incident at the Beyoncé concert first happened. I asked for a comprehensive investigation, and I also asked for them to appear before us to present during Transportation Committee. We still don't have a date locked in, and I've not heard any concrete evidence of when we're going to hear about the findings of the investigation or any safety protocols. I do understand that the escalator is now in working order at Vine City, and that is really good. However, we've since had a couple other incidents where officers have been assaulted, and at this point we really do need that safety plan and protocols for all of the equipment that MARTA uses to keep our residents safe, not only for our taxpaying citizens, but for our officers and those that work for MARTA, the employees that come to work. We want everyone to feel safe. The city of Atlanta is asking for the most major events that can possibly happen in the city. NCAA Final Four, we're going to host literally the FIFA World Cup next summer, which adds up to about 6 to 8 football Super Bowls in itself. And we're hosting the Super Bowl in 2028. So what is important here is that we feel, the Transportation Committee feels that it is important that our residents feel comfortable and confident in the safety when they're riding MARTA. So that's what this legislation is about.
Do you think, I think they've said that, they got the escalator open, safe. Do you think that riders and citizens will feel safer with more transparency?
Absolutely. I think that that's what will bring about the confidence and the safety feelings of being very confident of riding MARTA. Ridership is everything for our city. It helps relieve traffic. It helps make people want to go places because they just simply don't want to drive. So yes, I do believe that the transparency, presenting at the Transportation Committee, and just sharing protocols and investigation findings would actually be advantageous to our citizens here in the city of Atlanta.
You mentioned these other efforts that you've taken to try to get some information from MARTA. Is there responsiveness just not living up to what you hoped for, and that's why you feel the need to put this forward, this resolution?
Correct. I was hoping that our past Transportation Committee that happened this past Wednesday would have some information about where we are with the investigation or any kind of update. That didn't happen. I did speak to MARTA directly to ask for it. I still didn't get a concrete date, and this legislation is really a resolution letting them know how serious it is that City of Atlanta's council want to have a presentation about what we saw and heard with the incidences at MARTA lately. During this transition time, we're ushering in an interim GM, and then we'll finally have a permanent GM. And it's extremely important that the record is set as to the quality of safety and protocol that happens around all of our MARTA stations. I truly believe that we're all on the exact same page, and we would be the citizens, the City of Atlanta City Council, and MARTA are on the same page in that we want to have a safe and reliable transit system. So this should be just part of that. We want to make sure that we're all on the same page where protocols and safety are concerned, and we want to make sure that our officers are absolutely happy to go to work and keep everyone safe at the same time.
Is there something that you would pinpoint as your biggest safety concern right now regarding MARTA?
No, not directly pinpointing, but I do want to get all of that information, and I would love to have the presentation so that we know where we are, so that I will be able to not pinpoint anything in particular, except just want to get on the exact same page of knowing where we are with safety and protocols after the incidences that we've heard about in the last couple months.
So your resolution is about just getting that information, not if there's something more that needs to be done.
Yes, and I felt the need to do legislation because MARTA has made it clear to me several times that the IGA, the Intergovernmental Agreement, doesn't include City Council. So this is how I include City Council on conversations around what we expect MARTA to do for our city.
Does this resolution set like a deadline of, you would need to come to us before this date, or is it really just another way to hopefully push them to do it themselves?
It does not, but it should be a nice nudge to let them know that we'd like it sooner than later. And I'm open for amendments from my colleagues, and we will be able to talk about that in Transportation Committee next week once I read this in tomorrow. I'm open to put a resolute date on it. I did not initially, but I'm certainly open to that.
So basically, you're also looking for answers to questions I'm sure you're getting from your constituents that they want to know, and you're trying
Yes.
to get the answers to be able to give them.
So thanks for asking, because that is exactly why I'm here more than anything else. These are questions that are fielded to me on a regular basis at this point, and I don't have the answers, and I would like to have the answers because I did ask for this already. It was publicly asked for, it was privately asked for, and now the community is asking me for it, and I like to make sure that I'm being transparent as well. Don't want them to think that I have some information that I've just not disclosed, because I do not.
One more question. It is political season. You're supposed to be, you're running for office. Some might say this is just a political thing that you're trying to do to get coverage because you're going to be announcing that you're qualifying that you're running for mayor, not mayor, council president.
Thank you. I will not be running for mayor on Tuesday. Well, to those I say that they have not paid attention to the work that I've done for the past 8 years. I've been an accountable, loud voice on City Council where our transportation is concerned. So this is certainly not about me at all. This is about the citizens of the City of Atlanta, and this is about the continued work that I continue to do and will do once elected as president.
Can I get your reaction, side note, on the, I guess we've heard a lot of positivity coming from the business owners in the Cascade area after they met with the mayor
Yes.
and city leaders. I guess just how are you pleased with how that's progressing?
I am very pleased with how that's progressing. I knew after I had several meetings with the Cascade Business Node because of the Cascade Complete Streets, as well as done legislation already to make sure that they had help during this time. I knew that they needed more. So when I spoke with the mayor directly and called on Invest Atlanta to sit down with the business node, all of the business owners were happy to come to City Hall. That was a very successful meeting that we had at City Hall. And from there, I do believe that we will also be offering more legislation again tomorrow. Tomorrow, a lot is happening tomorrow. We will be offering legislation that will absolutely be paramount to the business node on Cascade. And I believe that everyone is going to be in a better place because of it. Thank y'all so much for waiting. I appreciate that. And I'm going to trek back on over here now to